For a long time, I struggled to get below 15% body fat. I did hours of cardio and ate super clean, but that stubborn fat wouldn't budge. It was beyond frustrated. Then I discovered a simple truth that changed everything. And getting down to 12% body fat felt easy. In this video, I'll give you the blueprint so you can stop making the same mistakes I did and finally see the results you want. Hi, my name is Boris Kish. I'm an IFBB license coach, professional nutritionist, and a super heavyweight bodybuilding competitor in the over 100 kilo category, which is over 220 pounds on stage. I'm 6'4" tall, which is 193 centimeters. Welcome to my channel. Now, number one, I would actually like to divide this to you in 3 simple steps so that you can understand where you are making a mistake. And of course, I want to give you my knowledge that is more than 25 years in this sport. Pretty much I was competing for the last 20 years so that you don't do these mistakes and how can you fix them. So let's start with number one. Number one mistake that I did, that probably you are also doing, is starving. So number one is don't starve, don't go into the extreme deficit. Probably you thought, you heard somewhere, you saw somebody that, and I'm the guilty of that as well, especially when I started. When I learned the hard way, I'm not doing that anymore, but I thought that less is more in a wrong way when you're looking at this. I thought, if I really be super disciplined, super committed, super dedicated, if I eat as less calories, as less fat, as less carbs, only protein, this is probably how I will get into the best shape of my life. And you simply have to understand that this is not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is actually completely opposite, because the body functions, how to put it this in the easiest way, like a machine, but your body is like a big oven. If you put wood inside, it needs that fuel, to burn fat. Yes, of course, you need to go into the so-called deficit, but in a smart way where it's not actually deficit, that I'm going to explain to you a little bit later. But the main point is, if you eat smart, you don't have to cut down everything. And this is like the biggest mistake that everyone did, and that mostly you are doing, that I was doing, that's not going to give you any benefit, okay? And let's then go to number 2. Before we go to number 2, I would like to inform you that I created 3 completely free training splits that you can get for free. Please click below, join my coaching newsletter, and I'll send them straight to your email. Number 2 is what to eat, how to eat. As I said, don't eat only chicken breasts, broccoli, salads, etc. Yes, this might be important if you're really looking to be below 5% of body fat, and even that, then you're not supposed to eat brutally like that. But my video is not for those people who want to get stage ready as a profi bodybuilder, as a Mr. Olympia competitor, and they want to win the medal no matter what. So we are speaking below 15, 12% body fat, even 10, right? So what's the solution here? The solution is definitely not, as I saw some channels and influencers that are saying, that is enough that you eat 80% clean, 20% shit, and you will get into the decent form. Whoever told you that, it's not going to happen unless you're having an extremely fast metabolism, and as if you are an ectomorph, the body type that can eat a lot and still be slim with 6-pack. As I said, this video is not for those. So what's the point? The point is clean eating all the way during the diet. I'm going to count calories for you so that you see that you don't starve. So you can see you can eat everything if you're dieting, okay? You can eat everything. The point is that you eat clean, chicken breast, turkey breast, beef, all kind of meat. You can also eat pork. It's absolutely not a problem if it's clean without fat. All kinds of good carbs, you know, rice, potatoes, green veggies, etc., broccoli. If I didn't mention anything, if you are curious, can you eat it or not, write it in the comments. You know, write me also, are you counting calories or not, and what are you actually eating? How is your daily intake of food basically look like? What do you take for protein? What do you take for carbs? What do you take for fats? You know, as for fats, you can eat all kind of nuts. If possible, avoid peanuts. They're not that bad, but you know, they have a bit more carbs that is needed. It's not a mistake. I mean, if you're going below 10-12% body fat, you can eat some peanuts, just don't overdo it. But it's much better if you eat almonds, cashews, etc., you know. Of course, you're not supposed to junk, you know, forget junking, forget cheating, eat as much as you want, but, eat only clean stuff. And what is when you come to calories, how you're supposed to come to calories, how you're supposed to count calories. I'm not going to count everything. I have actually video about that. It's called Forget Calorie Deficit. But what I can guarantee to you for sure is that approximately, let's say, 80-kilo male that is like 200 pounds plus minus is roughly spending per day, if he is training roughly 4 times per week, normally 1 hour, right? And doing maybe HIIT cardio 20 minutes after the workout. We'll get to the cardio part also. I didn't forget, don't worry. It's really important that I explain you all of this. So roughly that body is going to burn around 3,000 calories per day, okay? And if you eat like this, if you eat from clean food, 200 grams of protein, 300 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fats, roughly, as I said, I calculated in the Forget the Calorie Deficit video, it's going to be roughly 2,500 calories. So you're going to be around 500 calories in deficit every day. And this is not a hard diet. Do you understand? You will be able to function properly, to go to work, to have sex with your partner, to train really hard, to do cardio, everything, etc. Hopefully I'm not repeating myself, and the shape will come 100% for sure, you know. And of course, if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe for more real, raw, uncut content like this. Number 3, cardio, you know, weights and cardio, how to do cardio properly. So you have to understand again, the mistake that I did when I was doing my first pre-contest diet, when I was losing all that bulked unnecessary mass that I picked, I honestly overdid it. I thought, you know, cardio is for burning fat, right? So I was doing early in the morning on the empty stomach, after the workout, then before, in the late afternoon, basically 1 hour before I went to bed. And if I thought if I do more, you know, I'm going to have less fat, and it was not the truth, you know. So cardio can be, you know, very destructive, very catabolic if you don't do it in the right way. So how to do it actually in the gym and why to do it? First of all, you have to know, I mean, the basic mistake was I thought I could just lift normally, I don't have to push all the way, right? And, you know, the focus should be on cardio, you know, to run as much as I can up the hill on the treadmill, and it's counterproductive. The main focus should be that you do cardio only after the training, when your glycogen depots are completely empty after the workout, or really early in the morning. I would say after the training, if you're not, of course, going to be a competitive bodybuilder, hit cardio. But also, you know, you have to understand that, you know, doing too much cardio, doing too much catabolic cardio is going to eat that muscles cortisol, the stress hormone, is going to get up. You're going to feel fucked. You're going to feel depleted. You won't have energy for anything, and you will start to hate your diet, because doing 1-2 hours workout after workout after workout, maybe not seeing results that are actually are visible, but you're not able to see them, that I explained in a previous video. Where was I? I'm sorry. I mean, you're just going to be fed up with everything. So you have to understand the main, how can I say, machine that is burning fat are your muscles. So you have to keep as much muscle mass as possible. If you are dieting, you have to train really heavy, like even forget that you're dieting mentally when you're in the gym. If you don't have power to train heavy, you overdid the diet. There is no other explanation, this is 100% correct. And then, cardio, just do 20 minutes, 1 hour fast, 1 hour slow, 1 hour, don't do it like that. 1 minute fast, 1 minute slow, 1 minute fast, 1 minute slow. And this way you will be able to maintain with the calorie intake that I said before, proper diet. And I basically guarantee, until you don't have any serious problems with your health, that you can get from 20% of body fat in a couple of months. If you have 30% of body fat, let's say 6 months, roughly plus minus, if you're going to stay consistent and disciplined. So, the main goal is don't kill yourself with the cardio. Cardio is a great tool. It helps, it helps the heart to function properly, blood flow, that you function down there, that your bedroom performance, right, is much better, but you have to understand the weights are building muscle and, keeping that muscle on you, protecting the muscle, you understand? So hopefully, you got a lot of value from this video, and I really wish that your diet is going to be super successful. If you have any additional comments, write them in the comment section. Please ask me anything that you would like that is, how can I say, connected with this topic. And of course, if you are really interested to see the progress that you're making, and if you're not able to see them on your scale, in your mirror, click this video and I'll see you there.